Everybody, here we are for round 2. We've won the die roll. Let's see if we can get going a little bit better here. This looks significantly better to me. We've got a turn 2 Dune Beetle. We've got a Splendid Agony online. I will keep that for sure. For sure. Opponent's gone to 6. Are they going to go to 5? They're going to keep their 6. We're going to play a swamp and pass the turn. They're going to play an island and pass the turn. Ooh, we're going to get to play Plague Belcher as a 5/4 on turn 3. Because Dune Beetle is going to take those counters. Because blue, not an aggro deck, thankfully. Blue-black as well. Are they more like us? Are they more like a cycling deck? We'll have to find out. Oh, don't Essence Scatter it. Please don't. Okay. Oh, opponent. Opponent, you scared the crap out of me. Alright, that -1/2 that we could attack in with and send a message, but we won't. Not this time. Bontu's Monument. Do not care. That is a bad card. In for 5. Taste it. Keeps up Splendid Agony to blow something up, hopefully. Pitiless Vizier. Yep, that's going to get blowed right up. Blowed right up. We will then get in for 5. Take him to 11. And drop a Shadowstorm Vizier. Who needs more than 3 lands? Not me? What you got, opponent? Soul Stinger. Sure, I can still attack into that with both my creatures. Opponent's going to take 6 and go to 6. Cursed Minotaur puts them to 5. And then Winds of Rebuke bounces their second blocker, and I think we've got a win close to our hands here. Cursed Minotaur for a trigger? Oh! I should read cards, eh? It's whenever another zombie I control dies. That's good to know. I was thinking more like Wayward Zombie. Still, we bounce one of these creatures, and then we hit in for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We bounce a creature. And we win. Cool. And that is why I do not like monuments. I am not an aggro deck. I turned into an aggro deck. Yeah, you can't spend turn 3 playing garbage like that. That is why even a Ketra's Monument, which people have yelled at me is amazing. It's not amazing. It's playable. It's the most playable of the 5, but you can't spend your turn 3 doing nothing. We also can't keep this hand. Well, we have a Cycler. We have a Cycler and we're on the draw. Any land gets us a bat. An island gets us a crab. Oh, this is one of the keeps where I don't keep and people yell at me. So I will keep and we'll see how it goes. We'll add this to the compendium on whether or not to keep, and then we get rewarded with something like Dune Beetle and it looks totally fine. Not words you hear often. Rewarded with a 1/4 for 2. So what did we see out of our opponent? They feel cycly. They had a Pitiless Vizier. They had a Heckma Sentinels. They cycle to Floodwaters. They have a Shadowstorm Vizier, which our Dune Beetle is not going to block. We get a Festering Mummy. Oh, we are missing the land drops, guys. Missing the land drops. This is why I didn't like that hand, but I listened to people yelling at me from the future. Bantu's Monument. I will take 1. I will also probably just hit you back for 1. You bet I will. And then I'll play a Bladed Bat. If you want to race, I will race. Heck, my Sentinel, sure. My Beetle blocks that. My Crab blocks that. I will take 1 because you're going to take 2. Splendid Agony. That doesn't really work. Well, we will bash in for 2. Take opponent to 18. And then do we hold up Splendid Agony? Do we drop a Festering Mummy and hold up Shimmer Scale? Any land gets us Trial of Knowledge, which gets us right back into this game. Opponent's already down to 3 cards. I think we just keep up Splendid Agony. In for 1, sure. Opponent passes the turn. Well, in that case, we're going to spread some counters here. Stop taking damage off the Vizier. Turn those Sentinels right down. And then I think we start owning the skies a little bit. So we can bash in for 2, and then we might do Crab Mummy and really kind of lock down the ground a bit. The alternative is on this turn, because we're kind of okay for the moment, we could trial and set up the rest of our turns. Any land gets us final reward Shimmer Scale Drake online, though. I think we'll develop the board instead. So we'll go Crab and Festering Mummy. Just kind of keep things under control a bit. Crab, Mummy, and a go. What you got? Hieroglyphic? Sure. Draw 2 cards. Well, that puts opponent back in the game a little bit. Naga Oracle? Sure. So we're still flying in. They're digging to their Archfiend, to their Glyph Keeper, to their Curator, but we're going to have final reward online for all but the Glyph Keeper before long. They throw away an island and a cartouche. Really? Interesting. Alright, we get the swamp for the final reward. I'm not going to attack in with the bat because I assume he has a cycling card, which means that we just die with the bat. So that seems less than ideal. I will instead just drop a Shimmer Scale Drake. Oh, but we might be walking into Essence Scatter. Might be walking into Essence Scatter. So I will actually offer this bat up just to get Essence Scatter offline. Okay, so maybe no cycling card, which still strongly pushes us towards the possibility of an Essence Scatter. So in that case, I am going to Trial of Knowledge instead. Plays around Censor as well by having a land up. We'll throw away one of these swamps, and we've got another Splendid Agony online. All right. Angler Drake. Sure. Bouncing Crab? Sure. No attacks. Sounds good. So I guess, well, he's tapped out. We just final reward right now. Get rid of the Angler Drake. Yup. Get out of there. Let's leave up one blue. You're gone. And get in for 2. 14 all. Opponent still has many cards available though. What? Cycle that. Untap a land. +1/+1/+1/+1. Sure. All fine. Land. Ancient Crab. Sure. All fine. Heckma Sentinels. All fine. If the Shadowstorm Vizier is not going to block, it really should come in for 1. And then these really can't afford to come in because I'd trade a Mummy easily and get another counter. Yeah, there we go. In for 1. Sure thing. Another land, so we'll get in for 2. Take our opponent down to 14. They're down to 1 card in hand. So I feel like once we drop Shimmer Scale, we're really going to start taking over. So we'll get in for 2. In for 2. And then drop the Shimmer Scale. Pass the turn. Even get to bluff an Essence Scatter. Getting back Hieroglyphic and Vizier. Sure. So they have a Hieroglyphic and a Vizier in hand. So they can cycle both of those, or they can just cast Hieroglyphic. Sure thing. So this is virtually a 1/3. But I can surprise Splendid Agony. So I will actually come in for 5 in the air here. So if he cycles both, this becomes a 2/4, and we knock it back down to an 0/2. I'd prefer to spread those counters out, but, you know. No blocks. Interesting. Down to 9. All right. Let's drop a crab. Pass the turn. So I assume we're going to see end of turn Hieroglyphic Illuminations. Or in response to crab, Hieroglyphic Illuminations. Land, so he's got a Vizier, something, something. Cycles the Vizier, trigger, 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 untap a land. Draws a card. Soul Stinger. Sure. Counters where? On itself. Sure thing. Seeker of Insight. Sure. Still none of my concern. So if that Shadow Storm comes in, it does not. We do need that Shadow Storm to die, though, so we are going to put one more counter on it. And we'll spread another counter over to... I mean, nothing really concerns me over to the other Heckma Sentinels, I guess. Oh, that doesn't kill it. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Why was I thinking that one had 1 toughness? Oh well. Oh well, we're good. We're good. I've got 1 card in hand. We'll come in for 5 in the air. Block, take 2, go to 9. Can we Gravedigger and Serpent? That's 6, 7, that's 10. 4, 8, 9. Super close. I think we'll just grab it anyways. Grab it anyways. If we find out that we super need to cycle for some reason, we can cycle it. But I'd prefer to just cast it next turn. Pass the turn. Threatening 5 in the air. That is a 2-turn clock over the next 2 turns. Feeling good. Okay, opponent. Okie dokes. So we need to kill him before that kills us. Counters on the Soul Stinger. Yep. This doesn't distribute counters, right? It just goes on... Yeah, it just goes on 1 creature. Oh, that's bad news. Ooh, Cartouche is good news, though. So we have 9 mana. So that's 5, 9 with haste. Yeah. I think we're still okay here. So he's going to be at 8. And we're going to be threatening 5. So then we can do 6, 7, 8. So if he doesn't get an answer or a flyer here, we win as long as this Gravedigger survives. And as long as he doesn't play a creature, and stupid Bontu's Monument changes the life total ever so slightly. Don't do it, opponent. Oh, you did it, opponent. You did it. I don't think we'll see much of an attack, though. Ooh, we do see an attack. I'll just take 5. All rightly-dightly. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the air. So close. So we will... Well, hold up. I need to actually look carefully at this. If we cartouche that up and fly in with boop, 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 then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers for 1, 2... Ooh, we can't do that. We are not allowed to do that at all. We are going to fly in with Shimmerscale Drake. How many blockers do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers? When the hell did that happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we will cartouche We'll play the River Serpent. We will cartouche the River Serpent. We will draw a card. Return the trial. Cruel reality. Holy moly. Holy moly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to go to 1. And if he draws a creature, we're dead. Hopefully, he just doesn't realize that. No attack with all. Yeah. Yeah, creatures. All right. So we can drop an Aven Initiate. There's no point in doing Cruel Reality. He has way more than enough creatures to just block forever. Or sack forever, rather. So that's... Oh, he can't attack yet. We're 1 card away. Gross. Well, we'll Trial, which will throw away a card. We'll throw away an island so that we can play this Dune Beetle. And now we have 9 in the air. In for 9 in the air. Hey, we got there. Whew, took some time, but we got there. We are 1-1. We're going to go into round 3, see if we can make this our traditional 2-1.